What up, Fight World? Boxing Club, man. Let's get to it, man. So, Terence Crawford, man. A lot of people been talking about it. So now he finally welcomed the fight for with Canelo Alvarez, man. Terence Crawford said that he'll fight Canelo Alvarez at a catchweight. I believe he said 158 or like 160. You know what I'm saying? Man, Canelo is known for jumping up and down in weight. He known for like doing stuff like that throughout his career, and a lot of people want to see that fight, especially after what Bud just did to Spence, man. So, in my personal opinion, man, I feel like I don't think that Canelo would give him the advantage and come down to 158 or 160, man. Canelo ain't make 160 since he fought Danny Jacobs in 2019. That's the last time he made 160. I believe his last fight, though, he did weigh in at 166. So it's possible. I guess it's possible for Canelo to make 160 again. But if he was to do something like that, man, I definitely got Bud winning, and I got Bud stopping him. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that Canelo would do that. I don't think that fight will happen. Not at that weight. And Bud is not finna go to no 168 or nothing like that, man. A lot of people in boxing, man, a lot of fans, casuals, and even boxing heads, man, like they be big on like trying to make these fights. I think it's mostly casuals that be like pushing for these fights to happen, that it's not really realistic. It's not really like they like a lot of people talking about they want Inoue to fight Gervonta Davis, and man, that's a lot of pounds for Inoue to move up and fight Tank, and I don't think Tank would be smart to go down and try to drain himself a weight that he ain't making years, or whatever weight they want to fight at, and then try to fight just to fight Inoue, man. It's other people that Inoue could fight, and they probably can't beat Inoue, but it's still other people for him to fight. Like, he could fight Brandon Figueroa, he could fight 126 guys, he could fight Robeisy Ramirez, or whatever. It's people that he could fight other than Tank, man. And a lot of casuals ask for these fights because they just be so excited, and they don't really know what's really going on for real. So they just call for these fights, man. But, I'm the type of person, man, I respect weight classes, and I like for fighters to stay in their weight class and fight the guys in their weight class. But when it's time to, like, move up in weight, of course, yeah, you can move up in weight and fight somebody, but I'm not a fan of Charlo moving up 2 weights to fight Canelo. You know what I'm saying? And I just seen an interview with Roy Jones, and he was explaining, like, Charlo don't know how his body gonna feel at 168. He never fought that heavy. He don't know if he gonna be able to carry that type of weight or take a punch at that weight. It's just like, it's a big leap. And, I understand Canelo is a big money fight, but, Charlo, man, he the man at 154. He could have moved to 160. He could have tried to get Canelo to fight him at a catchweight, because Canelo he been doing catchweights a lot. So, he could have tried to do something like that, but just coming to 168 to fight Canelo, I don't feel like was a good idea. But, man, a lot of people call it daring to be great, and they feel like, I guess Charlo, he daring to be great, to fight. And, he could possibly win that fight, but still, I feel like, it's a big leap, and it's like, why you doing this? If you the man right now in your weight class, you don't have to do this. You know what I'm saying? You're not desperate or nothing like that, but it seemed like a desperate move. Not saying that he desperate, though. And I knew when Canelo went to PBC, he was gonna end up fighting one of them guys, not just no anybody, not no Abney, not no Rocky Fielding, Callum Smith type of guy. So if Jamel Charlo wouldn't have went for this fight, we probably would see Canelo fighting a David Benavidez or Demetrius Andrade or somebody like that, because, they not finna pay Canelo all that money for him to just be fighting scrubs or people that won't really know, fights that we not asking for and stuff like that. So I respect weight classes, man, and I understand. I ain't mad at Bud for saying that he would welcome that fight at 158, 160, but, Canelo's smarter than that, man. Canelo is not finna do that. He is not finna do that, man. But I would like to see it. If it happened, like, everybody gonna watch it, man. It's gonna be a huge fight. So saying that he'll never do it, but then again, he probably would. Who knows, man? We seen a lot of crazy things happen in boxing, and you know, especially of recent times. So, like, who knows, man? But, you know, I definitely, if Canelo, I feel like Bud is a better fighter than Canelo, and I feel like all around he a better fighter than Canelo, and I feel like if Canelo go to 160, I would imagine, and I could be wrong, but I would imagine him being a little drained or something like that. And if he a little drained fighting Bud, it's gonna be real bad. You know, it's gonna be real bad. And I think Bud, like he wouldn't come in. I think if he fought him at Catchweight, he wouldn't even come in that big. He'll probably like be like 155 or something like that, not putting on too much weight. Probably like a weight that he walk around at, so you know he won't be too big and slow and probably can't handle the weight. But you know, man, a lot of people talking about it, man. A lot of people, a lot of casuals, and you know, a lot of people, period, they be asking for these fights like that. But you know, I don't really be worried about fights like that because it's so many fights for Canelo to have in his weight class and above him and right, you know, right there where he at, and the same for Bud, man. You know, they stripping Charlo of one of his belts, and Bud, if he want to, he can move up to 54 and fight for that belt, probably against Tim Tszyu. That'll be a good fight. And you know, if Charlo come down, you could fight him, which I don't think is smart for Charlo to be trying to come back down to 54 after he make 168. But you know, man, it's a lot of little things that be going on that, you know, I'm just an outsider watching. I like the fights and stuff like that, but I don't be thinking it's like the best decisions, man. And if Charlo was to come back down and fight Terence Crawford at 154, man, he would, you know, Bud could that'll be for undisputed, and he could be undisputed again. So, man, we'll see what happens, man. But I don't think Canelo gonna do that. You know, I think Canelo is much smarter than that. The way Canelo move, I don't see him doing nothing like that, or else he just getting a whole lot of money. But you know, y'all could drop in the comment section what y'all think about that, man. Let me know who y'all think will win that fight, man. And that's all I got, Fight World. This I Mean Boxing Club. Everybody like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm out.